city. They walked under the trees and talked about a shop for Aladdin. "You are very good to me, Uncle," Aladdin said. Abanazar smiled. "But of course," he said, "you are my brother's son. Now, let us leave the city and go up into the hills. There is something wonderful there, and you must see it." They left the gardens, walked past the Sultan's palace, and out of the city, up into the hills. They walked for a long time, and Aladdin began to feel tired. "It's not far now," said Abanazar. "We're going to see a beautiful garden, more beautiful than the garden of the Sultan's palace." At last, Abanazar stopped. "Here we are," he said. Aladdin looked, but he could see no gardens on the hills. "Where is this garden, Uncle?" he said. "First we must make a fire," said Abanazar. Aladdin did not understand, but he made a fire for his uncle on the ground. Then Abanazar took some powder out of a small box and put it on the fire. He closed his eyes and said, "Abracadabra!" At once, the sky went dark. Black smoke came from the fire, and the ground under the fire began to open. Then the smoke went away, and in the ground there was now a big white stone with a ring in it. Aladdin was very afraid. He began to run away, but Abanazar took his arm and hit him on the head. For a minute or two, Aladdin could not speak or move. Then he cried, "Why did you do that, Uncle?" "You must be a man now, not a child," said Abanazar. "I am your father's brother, and you must obey me. Don't be afraid. In a short time, you're going to be a rich man. Now, listen carefully." He took Aladdin's hand. "Only you can move this stone. Put your hand on the ring and say your name and your father's name." Very afraid, Aladdin put his hand on the ring. It was not hot, but very cold. "I am Aladdin, son of Mustafa," he said. The stone moved easily, and now Aladdin could see stairs under the ground. "Go down those stairs," Abanazar said, "and then through 4 big rooms. In the last room, there is a door into a garden, and under one of the trees, there is a lamp. You can take some fruit from the trees, but first you must find the lamp. Bring the lamp to me."
"Please come with me, Uncle,"
Aladdin said. "No, only you can do this, my boy." Abanazar took a gold ring off his finger and gave it to Aladdin. "This ring is magic and can protect you," he said. "Be careful and bring me the lamp quickly." Aladdin put the ring on the little finger of his left hand and began to go down the stairs. It was dark, and he was afraid, but he was more afraid of Abanazar. And Aladdin was right to be afraid, because Abanazar was not his uncle. He was a magician from Morocco, and he wanted this lamp very much. It was a magic lamp, and only a poor boy from the city could get it for him, a boy called Aladdin. Aladdin went down 100 stairs and into the first room. Down here it was not dark, and he went quickly through the rooms to the door into the garden. There were trees in the garden, with beautiful fruit of different colours, white, red, green, and yellow. He soon found the lamp under one of the trees. "Why does my uncle want this dirty old lamp?" he thought. He put it in his pocket. Then he began to take fruit from the trees and to put it in every pocket of his coat. After that, he went back to the stairs and began to go up. Soon he could see Abanazar and the blue sky. "Give the lamp to me," Abanazar said, and put out his hand. "Quickly, boy, the lamp!" Aladdin could not get the lamp out of his pocket because it was under the fruit. He looked at Abanazar's angry face and was afraid. "First, help me out. Then you can have the lamp," he said. "Please, Uncle." "First the lamp," cried Abanazar. "Give me the lamp!" "No," Aladdin said. "You good-for-nothing! You dog! You and the lamp can stay down there!" Angrily, Abanazar ran to the fire and put more powder on it. "Abracadabra!" he called. The big white stone moved again, and now Aladdin could not see the sky. He was in the dark, under the ground, and could not get out. Chapter 3. The Ring and the Lamp. "Uncle Abanazar! Uncle!" Aladdin hit the stone, but nothing moved. "Don't leave me here, please!" Aladdin put his ear to the stone, but he could hear nothing. "I am Aladdin, son of Mustafa," he said, and listened again. But the stone did not move. Then Aladdin began to cry. "What am I going to do?" He thought, and put his head in his hands. After a time, he began to feel hungry, and took some of the fruit out of his pocket. He put some in his mouth, but he could not eat them. "These are stones, not fruit," he thought.
"I'm going to die down here."
For 3 days and 3 nights, Aladdin sat on the stairs and waited. But no help came. On the 3rd day, he remembered Abanazar's ring on his finger, the ring to protect him. He could not see the ring in the dark, so he put his right hand on it. Whoosh! There was a sudden noise, and blue smoke came out of the ring, and then, out of the smoke, came a big genie. "I am here, master. I am here," the genie cried. "I am the slave of the ring. What is your wish?" Aladdin was very surprised and very afraid. At first he could not speak. Then he said,
"Take me out of here."
"To hear is to obey," the genie said, and a second later, Aladdin was back on the hills under the blue sky. There was nobody there, and the fire was cold and black. Happily, Aladdin began to walk home. When he got there, his mother was very happy to see him.
"Oh, Aladdin," she
cried,
"what happened to you? And where is your uncle?" "Abanazar is not my uncle, Mother. He is a magician and a bad man. He nearly killed me."
Then Aladdin told his mother all about the fire, the magic stone, and the garden under the ground.
"Oh, I am